Uh-huh. Hello, world.
Hello.
Oh, my goodness. So today was a record, right? We're only 2 minutes late. It gets a
Yeah,
little bit better every
every
single
time.
time. Exactly.
We'll get there eventually.
It's all you want for life. Not for it
Yeah.
to be perfect, not to go big on your meme stocks and walk away with $100 million, but just like for things to get a
On
little
Wall
bit
Street.
better. I know. I got my USC hat.
Oh my God.
I guess it wouldn't be bad for things to like get dramatically better all of a sudden, but getting a little bit better would also be, a little bit good.
I
So
wouldn't mind a few $1,000,000.
a few million, yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
What would you? Well, that sounds like a QOTD question, right? If you
Yes.
won $1 million in meme stocks, what would you do? Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves. So, for everybody who's watching us, many of you for the first time, approximately 50%, according to Google Analytics. But for everybody who's watching us for the first time, this is the big show. And this is the show where we take the best questions from all week and we take the best answers to the best questions from all week. And then we run it down in kind of a contest. And so you guys get to vote for who answered these questions the best. And whoever you vote for wins, $100, as well
Yeah.
as all sort of assorted little prizes that kind of come along the way too. So anyway, so that's it. So we're gonna go and we're gonna play 6 awesome questions. A couple of these are some of my favorites, and
Yeah.
some are new that I haven't even heard yet.
Yeah.
And then we're all gonna vote. You're gonna use the buttons on your phone. If you haven't voted or sent stars yet or recorded, this is your big chance. We will guide you through this process of QOTDing.
Yep.
Yeah?
Video guides.
You ready for question 1?
I am.
Question 1 is as follows.
Ooh. I just started The Walking Dead. I'm on season 2 already.
So you've got insight into this question.
Yeah.
So the question is,
Oh, you got it?
if it were a zombie apocalypse, if you were in The Walking Dead, who would you want on your survivor squad?
It's a hard one.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, there's just so many things you have to deal with. You got to deal with medical issues. You got to deal with fighting issues. You got to deal with friendship and entertainment. It's a lot.
They have to be good company and maybe useful.
Yeah, and they should be either quick or yummy and slow.
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying? The bear justification for who you want with you on a camping trip.
That's
You want
true.
someone just a little bit slower than you. But yeah, no, and I mean, people have tended to go for like movie people, but there were a couple of political answers that I thought were very interesting.
And a
Let's
few
see what-
practical ones.
Your prank ones.
Practical.
Oh yeah. No literary
I would
figures.
have to pick Chris Hemsworth. One, he's Thor, so he could probably figure that out. 2, if I'm going to die in a zombie apocalypse, I want the last thing that I look at to be Chris Hemsworth.
Like to see Chris Hemsworth on his side. By the way, that's on me. I'm the guy.
So I thought about this for a while, and my first obvious answer was The Rock. It's like, clearly he's smart, he's athletic, he's talented, he knows his stunts, whatever, he can protect himself. But the longer I thought, I was like, surely I have to pick Elon Musk. He has tons of resources, tons of people on his side, and he's already crazy enough to believe it's going to happen anyway.
Meme stock.
Is he that crazy though?
Crazy like a fox.
So if I had to choose somebody to be on my zombie apocalypse survivor squad, I would definitely choose Bill Murray. While he may not seem like perhaps the most useful choice to pick, he's very funny, so comic relief would be good, and he has some prior zombie experience.
Okay. Was he in Zombieland?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Things did not end well.
No.
I think that we have to
Donald
keep that-
Glover, because he's funny and he can rap, and it would be a good experience.
Yeah, good choice.
I love Donald Glover.
I would pick The Rock for my zombie apocalypse team because he's super athletic, really smart, funny, and really hot too.
He's got it all. I'm going to make everybody go right
In
side.
a dream.
You got it? Oh, Andrew, we lost you. Very sorry. Cut it off.
What did Andrew say?
Ooh. I can look it up.
Yeah. Should we just play him again?
Yeah.
No. Too late.
All right.
Too late indeed. Okay. So I am not sure why, but I can fix this super easy. And then we can be watching people, you know, mostly right side up. We could even give Andrew another shot. I feel like a chef, you know, and like people turn their noses up at his dish, and then you go like, you know what? I'm just going to fix it right here. I'm going to throw in a little bit of garlic. I'm going to throw in a little bit of celery, maybe. You know, I'm going to make it all good.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Are you betting for us or against us?
Ooh, for us. I'll be optimistic. All right. We going forward? Pushing ahead?
Yeah,
Okay. If
we
you
are.
travel
We're
back
endeavoring
to
to.
the Middle Ages, what is a modern invention that would blow medieval people's minds?
Yeah.
Anything.
This is a fun one.
Actually, anything. I feel like I wouldn't want to overwhelm them. I wouldn't want to
Right.
really make them go insane. I feel like that would alter the course of
So
life.
I got to tell you a very funny story that I was traveling many years ago, and I was like in a faraway country in a like deep jungle where people had like not had very little contact with the outside world, and but the one thing that they had was a guitar that some missionary had left there. And so I'm like, okay, this is my chance. I'm going to introduce them to rock and roll. But you know, you can't start, you know, with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You got to go back to like Buddy Holly. Same thing
Sure.
with technology in the Middle Ages.
You know, I don't know why this came to mind,
Yay!
but I would definitely say Hinge or Tinder. Like, imagine just being able to like see people from around your like village,
Oh,
like just
she's a
trying to
witch.
like get some. I feel
You're
like they
such a
would
witch.
they wouldn't even comprehend what was going on. They'd be like, you guys
Exactly.
are so advanced that you have the energy or the bandwidth to even be doing this right now. Like, we're just trying to survive. But I guess that's a ton of technology on top of technology that would just
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
granted
can
that
we go with that one?
people would think that she was evil. I hate to say
I
it.
think they would be too confused.
So, traveling back in time to the Middle Ages, this modern invention that would blow medieval humans away would be, you ready for this? The water bottle. I'm telling you, they'd be like so shocked. They'd be like, what is that material around the water that holds in spherical shape? And is this a sphere? Cylindrical? Whatever it is. They'd be shocked by this thing.
But so he's talking about what you're talking about. It's like you got to start with the basics.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
smart.
yogurt. Let's invent, you know.
Cell phones, easily. That would. I'm pretty sure they'd have a heart attack if I showed them an iPhone.
Oh yeah. No, it would be like, how did you make them so small and get them into that tiny little box?
Yeah,
You know, you're going to burn at the stake for that one. Sorry.
yeah, definitely.
Sorry, Chris.
They're not gonna like it.
If I could travel back in time to the Middle Ages, a modern invention that would blow the medieval humans away would have to be maybe a car. I was gonna say cell phone, but then I was like, then I'd have to invent electricity and all that. Yeah. So it was a no. I'm thinking a car, so they wouldn't have to walk around all the time. Everybody travels together. It's safer. You know, they didn't have footwear, I don't believe.
No, they
I
did
could
not
be
have
wrong, I'm
cars at
very
that
young.
time. That's true.
But yes, it would have to be a car.
But they did have shoes. She's like, I don't think they had shoes. They had shoes.
Some people had shoes.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't awesome.
So you know how they used to churn the butter back in the day? I would just pop up and be like, can't believe it's not butter.
I'd be like, but then what is it?
I think if I traveled back in time to the Middle Ages, that vaping devices would definitely blow medieval humans away. And probably Four Locos.
Yes.
That's what I'd show them.
God, I think a peasant in the medieval times would explode if they had a Four Loko.
Well, they didn't have tobacco. But I've often asked myself, anyway, everybody, you got to vote. Blue buttons are on your screen right now. Number 1 is Sonia. Number 6 is Alicia. And everybody else in between. And vote for one of these people. And if you vote for them, A, the winner gets $25. And B, they're going to make it to the finals and the chance to win $100. So vote.
100 big bucks.
I know.
What are you going to do with it all? Crystal.
Yeah, going to invest it in some meme. Crystal, congratulations. I also cannot believe it's not butter.
Yeah.
It is made out of vegetable oil, and it doesn't. I don't think it goes bad, and that be pretty awesome.
They had lard. Did they even have a lot of?
They had butter and lard.
Yeah.
They had shoes. They did not have tobacco.
Butter.
But I've often wondered, I've often wondered whether they smoked anything, because there were lots of things around, right?
I feel like they had to have.
Well,
drugs were probably a lot more natural drugs.
Right.
They're probably a lot.
Yeah, Vikings. You've seen that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were, and in Rome, my favorite series of all time on HBO, they were smoking cannabis.
In Dickinson, they got a bottle of opium. And they had a crazy party in the show. All right.
What is the last lie you've told, and why did you tell it?
I like these pet-themed videos I've got.
I don't know.
Your pets?
Yeah, the dog says that he didn't eat the pizza, and she's saying that wasn't her cannabis, and she's like, "Look, it was only that one guy. That was it. It wasn't like all your friends."
Oh God, I really like your presentation. It's really good.
Yeah, exactly. It's yeah. It fell out.
Wow. This is how I found the wallet. There was nothing.
Lie. Yeah, what's her lie? Oh yeah, you look great. You're not sideways. What did people say? What was the last lie? You can applaud as they go along. By the way, when you applaud for people, it helps them
Probably
be
that I
seen
liked
more.
someone's outfit even when I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I feel like
all right, so the last lie I told, I was on a dating app. I said I was about 6'5", and that's not the truth, but we never ended up meeting up, so it wasn't the end of the world.
I wish he would stand up.
One.
He could be 6'4".
Bring out a measuring tape.
Yeah.
The last lie I told was that I was busy this weekend, too busy to hang out with my friends or family, and I told it because I really just wanted some alone time.
That's fair.
Yeah, but couldn't you just say it?
You could just
I think we'd all be better off if people just said things like, "You smell.
Yeah.
I'm
Well.
tired of you. But I'll love you. I'll be okay after a day."
Okay. I lied most recently to a previous employer, saying that I was going to a doctor's appointment when really I just took another job that was paying me more that day. So yeah, I lied and said I had a very important doctor's appointment that I was unable to reschedule. Meanwhile, I was just making more money.
But case in point, she would have been better off telling him. And then maybe she could have gotten a little bit more do-re-mi.
Exactly. Maybe
So this is the most embarrassing, but I'm a youth leader at my church, and because of COVID, we have to sign everyone in with an iPad. So this person, 7th grader, they told me that their name was Sam. I get their name, I get their birthday, I scroll down, and I click boy, and they respond like, "Oh, I'm a girl, I'm a girl, I'm a girl." And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, that was an accident." It wasn't an accident. I thought they were a boy.
Yeah, that's an excellent time to lie, and they knew you were lying, by the way.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
But do it anyway.
The last lie I told was to my dad. I said that I was too busy to call him, and it's just I just didn't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah, so there's a lot of that.
There is,
Just sparing people's feelings, I think that's forgivable.
Yeah.
But
Everybody does that once in a while.
lying on a dating app, listen, it's only for lies are only going to bite you. That's what I say.
Especially there, if they're not going to like you, you can't. If it ever goes anywhere, then you've lied.
They're going to figure out that you're not 6'4".
Yeah, exactly.
But I've never lied, so I'm not really one to speak.
Never, ever in your life?
Never.
Greg's was a good lie. Greg's was.
I think that's the virtuous lie.
Yeah.
But
or was it saving his own neck? A little bit of both.
Yeah, I think that he will be more careful in the future.
Yeah.
Again, we're just trying to become a little bit better and a little bit richer every day.
Yeah. That's the motto.
A little bit richer today.
Motto.
Motto? What's a motto with you? Disney.
Oh.
The best piece of advice besides don't ever lie that you've received that you'd like to share with the world. I am not very good at receiving advice. I have to say that. And I'm working on it.
That's fair.
Because you know what? We are part of like this giant community or species, whatever you want to say, and other people are like seeing other things and observing and learning. And why do we all have to learn everything for ourselves? Let's go ahead and share something that you've learned that's going to help somebody out. Don't keep it to yourself.
Sometimes the best advice too comes from the weirdest places.
Such as?
Oh, I don't know. But I feel like it's like always like, oh, an Uber driver tells you something and you're like, oh, wow.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Do you know who's really, really sharp is the guy who cuts my hair.
There you go.
Yeah.
They talk to so many people. They have so many stories.
I think the best piece of advice I've been given over the years that I would like to share is probably to not worry about what you can't control, whether it be how other people feel or what other people do. Everybody has their own life and has their own decisions to make. So worrying about someone else's is a waste of time.
Thank you, Spencer. That is exactly what we needed to hear. That is very wise.
The best piece of advice that I've ever received is to save as much money as you possibly can while still living at the same time and not preventing yourself from enjoying life in the moment.
That's sweet.
So growing up, I was always told your attitude will determine your altitude. And it stuck with me. And I didn't really understand it until I got older, but it has stuck with me all this time. And I'm like, now that I got it, I'm going to hold on to it and I'm going to keep on sharing it.
All right. Have a good attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he does have a good attitude. I think he lives that one.
He does.
He's answered a couple of questions for those
The
of you
best
who are
advice
regulars.
I've ever received was never to settle in a job that I am unhappy in. I should chase my passion, do what I love, because life is short.
Life is short. Or it's long, and it's going to feel really long if you're doing something.
I was told a long time ago that I don't need to apologize for taking space in people's lives. And I really wish I believed it and listened to it so long ago, but I think it's important that people know that, like, you're allowed to lay boundaries and you're allowed to tell people, like, hey, please don't say that to me. It upsets me. Like, and if they get upset about it, that's their problem, not yours.
All right.
I think everyone's got to live by that.
Right. I bet she doesn't lie.
It's to probably keep trying, never give up. Eventually you'll get to where you want to get to. Perseverance is key. It's rare you get what you want on your first try, so just keep grinding.
A lot of wisdom out there. Those are really, really good answers. Guys, it's going to be hard to vote, but you're going to have to click on one of them blue buttons. Number 1 is Spencer, 2 is Megan, 3 is Andre. whose attitude determines his altitude. Kendra is number 4. Sadie says, don't apologize for taking space in other people's lives. You're a person too. You deserve it. And Louise says, just keep grinding, right? Persevere, right? Don't give up too early. I sort of live that.
Louise has a bit of a Jim Carrey smile. Right?
What do you mean? Just like a big smile?
Well, they just have similar smiles.
Yeah.
It looks similar.
Congratulations, Kenda. Kenda is making it to the finals. What was her advice?
25 big bucks.
I can't remember what the gist of her question was. Anyway, I'm going to go back and watch it again. You know, so we take these answers and we wrap them up and put them up on YouTube. If you guys want to come back and watch the show, just go back to that question. You will see wisdom that you can live by.
Yeah, and maybe you'll remember it better than us. Take it to heart.
It's been a long week. That's why everybody's sideways.
Yeah.
If you were to own any small business, what would it be? Or if you already have a business, what is it?
What is it?
What is this?
What is this?
What is
your small business?
Depends on the meaning of is, Senator. Yeah. So I actually was in one of my favorite stores the other day in my town. That's like a dog sitting store, and there's like 100 dogs in there. And then it turned out that I actually knew the owners. I didn't know that I knew the owners. I just loved what they did. And I think that's part of the beauty of having a small business is like, boy, you are a contributor to your community. You know?
Yeah.
And, obviously you also have, freedom that you can get. But yikes, take it from me, kids. It is hard work.
Yeah. It seems more glamorous than it is.
Yeah, no, you gotta really, 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 really want it.
It's full time.
I were to own a small business, it would be a bookstore.
I have to watch all of
because
bookstore.
I just love reading books, and working in a bookstore as a small business owner would be a dream come true. And that's why if I were to own a small business, it would be a bookstore.
Yeah, bookstores are great, but boy, that's become a very niche business.
Let's see, a small business.
Shoot, I am so
I
sorry.
love fashion, so I feel like I would love to have like a little fashion business. Maybe like fashion for babies because I love little kids. And I would also love to somehow incorporate it being like a dog and cat adoption place where like you can adopt a cat while you're like looking for clothes. Kind of like a cat cafe, I guess. But I feel like that's not really a small business. I feel like that would be more of like a full-time thing because if there's like live animals, I'd have to be there taking care of them. I mean, I would have workers probably, but
of course you would.
Yeah.
A cat cafe boutique, clothing boutique.
If I were to own a small business, I think I would let it be a restaurant so that I can make a lot of good food for everyone to come and eat and enjoy all the wonderful tastes of food.
I like that. I used to want to be a chef.
Oh yeah, you'd be great.
I don't cook very well.
You do like a vegan thing, or you like barbecuer? Like where do you
No,
stand on all that?
I don't own a small business, but if I did, I think I would do a 24-hour fast food restaurant. I would do a menu that consists of boba tea, milkshakes, pizzas, funnel cakes, just kind of a variety of different things. And I think my inspiration for this is I'm a night owl, and I love snacking.
They should get like a carnival style amusement park food style fast food.
If I was to own a small business, it would have to be something along the lines of a seafood spot, to serve something very specific, maybe lobster tails or crabs. Why? Seafood's delicious. Everybody loves seafood. It would be booming. I would get to spend my days just fishing, catching stuff, cooking it and just serving customers.
You know, the
So,
other thing
for
is
me,
that
it would be a seafood shack right by the beach.
it's
I like
really,
that.
if you have the right ingredients, like you don't have to be a super genius to make it taste awesome.
So, as far as a small business, I actually have one. And I guess you could consider it my dream small business. And it is a mobile notary business. So, basically, I'm the person that comes out to different nursing homes. I also go to different closings. I come to any and everywhere. If someone isn't mobile or they have a hard time getting appointments at the bank, I'm the person that they call out to their house. So it's a dream business
Great
for sure.
business.
I started this during COVID and I absolutely love it.
That's great.
That's awesome. And, you know, enterprising, creative, and frontline.
There you go.
All right, everybody. Left is way. That's number 1. Miss Campbell is number 6. And everybody else is in between. Diners, notaries, bookstores, pet businesses. You know, these are people who are doing things that they love.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like who do you like vibe with? Becca. She's going to do something.
Cat Cafe Boutique.
Yeah. Have you ever been to one of those?
Cat Cafe. There's one in my college town, actually. Well, in like the neighboring city, but it's expensive. It really is. But it goes towards the cats, so I guess
Exactly. You're paying for their cat food.
I'll have to go before I leave.
But it's like, I went to one in San Francisco, and at first it was like so awesome. You know, they're like little cats everywhere. But then it was like the whole creepy, like there are too many cats here. And then they start to like come like towards you. They start like swarming. It's terrifying.
That's scary. I feel like I wouldn't want to like eat, like have like my
No,
food.
you drink tea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Dating profiles. What's something on a dating profile that would totally scare you off? So it dates me.
Quite a lot.
Yeah. So do you do online dating?
No.
Yeah.
I've like made a profile and like looked at it, but no. I don't like all the chatting and weird. Yeah, and you meet weird, and there's all weird people on it. It's
Yeah.
like 1 out of 10 people is like you'd actually have a conversation with, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean I like the idea of meeting strangers, but you know, that's why we invented bars.
Exactly.
'Cause
I'd
then you
rather
can just walk away.
Yeah. It's very true.
I've met some really weird people in bars.
Yeah.
I could write a book.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Profile.
Yeah, no, but I mean like odd and frightening.
Something that would definitely scare me away from someone's dating profile would be too much information. I think dating profiles are supposed to be short and sweet, and maybe even funny too, but I think when there's a whole paragraph, I think it can be a bit of a turnoff for some people.
I've never heard that before, but that's fair.
He pretty much want to focus on the pictures, right, Spencer?
No.
If I were to read on someone's dating profile that they didn't like animals, not only would it scare me off, but I would consider it a huge red flag.
I don't think I could date someone who didn't like animals.
Something on dating app that would scare me off is if someone has very traditional views, since I'm a very progressive person. So I want someone to be more open-minded, and that's something that would match well with my personality, I guess.
But maybe you could teach him something, right?
That's true.
Or maybe you would learn something, you know, could go, maybe together we can chart a new path.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm trying to remember there was this
So
one.
I'd have to say, if your profile says married 4 times and still looking for Mr. Right, I'm probably not going any further. We're not going to swipe either way. We're just going to close it and call it a day. Let's be completely honest. Or loves Brussels sprouts. Who loves Brussels sprouts?
I love Brussels sprouts.
All right, well, you can't
5th
date
time's a
Andre.
charm, maybe. How do you not? How
Something
do you
that
know?
would scare me away from someone's dating profile would be if all of their photos was of them holding a fish.
Yes,
She's like-
obviously.
We need something else in there.
Something on a dating profile that would scare me off would be if the guy knows too much about his horoscope, or he's under 5'3", or actually make that 5'7", or all of his pictures are shirtless. And
Yeah, it's like dodgeball.
You got cut off.
I knew where she was going. All
Yeah.
right. So, who is it that you agree with? Who's a person who shares your fears about dating? Is it going to be Spencer, who just like doesn't want people who like give long answers? Megan, animals. Rihanna, you got to be progressive like her. Andre, like no Brussels sprouts. Kenda, was she fish?
She's a fish.
Yeah, and Lexi's like
Andre.
5'3". Yeah.
If time is not a charm for Andre. Apparently.
That is so true. Yeah, people, you got to learn relationships, and some people just fail to learn how to do it.
Yeah, you kind of tend to think that if it's that many times, maybe it's them.
Maybe exactly. It's like you're in so many bad movies. Maybe it's not.
Maybe it's you.
Yeah, maybe it's you.
Oh.
So that was question number 6.
Yeah.
Right. So now we have our 6 winners, and they're all going to get $25. And now we're going to go into the finals, and now we're going to vote. So one of these people is going to win. Oh, you know what? I did it again.
What? Is there one more?
I forgot to put the fireworks up. I always forget to put the fireworks up.
Can't forget the fireworks.
Yeah. So now we're going to review the 6 very briefly, just to remind you, and then we're going to vote, and someone's going to win $100 thanks to you.
Amazing.
You're awesome.
So I'd have to say, if your profile says married 4 times and still looking for Mr. Right, I'm probably not going any further. We're not going to swipe either way. We're just going to close it and call it a day. Let's be completely honest. Or loves Brussels sprouts. Who loves Brussels sprouts?
So Andre's answering the question, what's something on a dating profile that would freak you out?
So I'd have to say...
Whoa.
That was so bad. But listen, guys, if you've got a blue button, vote for one of these people. Is it going to be Andre, Megan, Rihanna, Andre again for another question, Kenda, or Lexi? Lexi.
You remember them.
Yeah, we all remember these guys. So click on one of those blue buttons and someone's going to walk away with $100. This is a good set of questions.
Yeah.
A nice mix. Did you have a theme this week?
Not really.
Yeah. Just
really.
Ones you liked.
Yeah, just my favorite. They don't correlate that much.
Megan, congratulations. Grand champion of the week.
What is she going to do with her $100?
I don't know. But like we joke about it because it's like you and I and we do see some of the same people recording. But there've been almost 100,000 people this month so far who've gone and looked at these people and applauded by sending stars or voted and helped these people make to the round. So, what we're seeing is a small percentage of the recordings, but they really are the very best kind of crowdsourced.
Yeah.
Like search listings or something like that. So thank you, everybody who voted and contributed. Particularly thank you to everybody who shared a bit of themselves by recording. And that's the end of the week. And so now we're getting ready for next week, right?
Yeah, we've got everything loaded up and ready.
Mm-hmm.
Should I see what the...
Yeah. Why don't you lead us off? So I think that the new week starts in a few hours. And then the new questions will become the old questions. The old questions will become the new questions. The new questions will, I guess, remain the new questions. And it's a chance for us to start with a blank slate and vote and record. I hope you guys record and share a bit of yourselves. Do you have an awesome question for us? For the one that will actually kick off tomorrow?
Yeah. Let me look right now. My computer's very happy with me right now.
Yeah, no, I think, I did a bunch of work on the site. Obviously, I turned everybody sideways, and then I tried to unturn them from sideways, and I was only partially successful. But this site is kind of crunching through that big change now. So the question of the day is, what will Keith break tonight on the website?
What will you fix tonight and save the day?
I will.
So for tonight and for tomorrow, we've got a nice uplifting one. What book or movie has impacted you the most?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's like a college interview question.
Yeah.
College supplemental essay question.
Yeah. Now we should ask, like what I got asked when I wanted to go to college is, if you were a kitchen utensil, what would it be?
Yeah. My friend had that one too. She said spork. I'm pretty sure.
Spork is a really good answer. So that's
Right?
better than my answer.
What'd you say? Oh, wait.
I wanted to be tongs because I'm kind of standoffish and sharp.
They're like, oh, maybe we don't want you in our school.
Exactly. Like just the kind of guy that we want.
Yeah. That's so funny.
So books or movies that's really influenced you. What's something that's really changed your life? I mean, these authors sit down. It's not like us coming up with a question. It's like you could take years to write it. Like think about the guy, long week, right? The guy who wrote Game of Thrones, man, it takes him 7 years to write one of those books.
Yeah, wow. They just came out with a prequel.
So pumped up. 2 days from now, the new show's 2 days. But yeah, well, that's what we're going to say. Let's honor their commitment to their craft, the 7 years that they spent, and come up with that book that you read or shared with friends or whatever that has, made you the person that you are today. It could be a book, could be a movie, any kind of mass media. And so that is going to be tomorrow's question. And then there's a new question every day. So plenty of opportunities for you to come up with that amazing answer that's going to win you 100 smackaroos.
Yeah.
All right. Big plans this weekend, Bella?
Family.
Family.
Much family.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Same.
How about
A
you?
little of that. Yeah, I gotta we moved all of our TVs around. We decided all the TVs were all in the wrong places. And so I will be wiring things.
That's so funny.
And turning people sideways or unsideways, as the case may be. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you soon. There'll be about a 60-second, break, and then be right back into the show. Thanks again.
Bye.